there's a lot of different stuff that goes into an off season. You know, guys are not going to be here, they were here this year, and so we'll address that when the time comes.
Two internal candidates that they're going to look at are both defensive guys, Thompson and Fangio. I mean, as an offensive guy, do you have much interaction with them, and would you be comfortable with one of those guys taking?
Yeah, I've worked with those guys. I've worked with Jimmy since I've been here. Worked with Vic for the last 4 years, and I have a lot of respect for what they do. So, all that stuff's going to take care of itself. I don't have any input on that stuff.
What was that meeting like? What did it answer any
With who?
questions? The one today that Jed, when Jed tried to address the team, did that answer any questions that you might have had?
No, I have personal meetings with each of them. I mean, it was quick. It was like 10 minutes, so just kind of an end-of-the-year meeting that the coach usually gives, but he's not here.
Did they ask for your input on how things transpired and how things should proceed?
I'm sure they will when I have an individual meeting. They aren't going to do that in front of the team.
Do you, well, I guess, do you feel like you guys, when you have those individual meetings, I mean, your feedback as far as what you like the next coach is going to be taken into account? Or who knows?
Yeah, I think from players that have been here for a while and reviewed as leaders on the team, and I think they respect our opinions and they'll listen to what we have to say.
In broad terms, what do you think this team needs from its next head coach?
I mean, in broad terms, I mean, I really honestly don't think we need a full overhaul. I don't think we need to have like some drastic, huge change. There's things that we need to change as far as, mentality, accountability, different things like that. But as far as an overall scheme and huge change and blow up the place, that doesn't need to happen. We have the talent and the guys in the locker room to get it done, but I think mainly it just needs to come from the players as far as a change mentally and use this season to grow from and improve on going forward. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I hope doesn't happen is I hope it's not view this season, and obviously it was a bad season. We're not where we want to be, and today's not an exciting day, but we still have the pieces here to be successful.
It seemed like kind of the consensus that the defensive staff will, as much as they can, keep that intact.
Yeah, it's all hearsay right now. I don't know.
When you mention mentality and accountability, usually when people think about the 49ers, they think about, okay, this is a tough, together team. Are those things that we're missing just this year?
I think this is probably the most challenging, and given all the circumstances that we've heard of everything surrounding the whole entire season, I thought this team did a pretty good job of limiting those distractions. This season with the stuff really could have blown up, but we try to limit those as much as we could. But like I said, it comes down to winning football games and putting the product on the field. And so I think we have the talent and the guys here. It's just gotta get back to work.
Does it seem like a real possibility to you all season that Jim might not be here afterwards, or did that kind of hit you as a reality at the very end of that?
I mean, I really didn't try to think too much about that. Yeah, I didn't personally think too much of it. As the season kind of went on, kind of, understood that as a possibility, but didn't probably try to put too much thought into it.
Obviously, you never wanted to, but looking back on the season, did distractions play a role in the way you guys played at some points during the season?
No, personally, no.
You saw Frank run for, to have two big games to end the season.
Mm-hmm.
It really looks, like a guy who can continue to play in this league. I mean, is the template for winning on offense right in front of you guys? I mean, was it there the whole time, just more dedication to a power running game?
Yeah, maybe. The way, I don't know, it's not my really call to make the play calls. It's my call to execute the plays that are called. So You know, you're looking at the success we had the last 2 weeks on offense as far as running the ball. You know, set a franchise record against the Chargers, and then next week we ran for 200 more yards and a really solid defense. You know, yeah, maybe you second guess a little bit, but you know, the facts of the matters are that we were 8-8 and didn't execute the way we should have.
Is bringing back Frank something that you would urge the front office to do?
I mean, that's the call they got to make. And I've said it before, I have so much respect for Frank as a player and the football player he is. And you know, Frank's the guy that's going to, thank you. Frank's the guy that's he's going to retire on his own terms. I mean, nobody's going to kick him out. Nobody's going to tell him he can't play anymore because he can still play. And he's shown that time and time again. So, you know, I'd love, obviously, to play with Frank as long as I can. But I also want the best for what's him. And, you know, if he doesn't feel like this is the best place for him, I wish him well.
Good players leave teams every year, but with the nature of O-line, how much would you like to see Mike?
I'd love to play my whole career with Mike. I mean, Mike's been an awesome teammate and an awesome person and awesome player for this organization. But the same thing with Frank. You know, I just want the best for him, and obviously I want to play as long as I can with Mike. And but I trust Mike to make the best decision for himself and his family and wherever that is. I know that he'll do it with the right intentions.
Are you guys going to participate in the Pro Bowl game?
Yeah.
Something you couldn't have done in previous years, right? Because you were playing so deep in the season.
No, it was more because of my injuries.
You mentioned accountability. I don't imagine site specifics, but just in general, what do you mean when this team needs to have more accountability?
Be accountable.
Well, yeah. But
You said not so specific, so.
But if you want to offer some specifics.
You said no, so I'm gonna take you up on. I'm gonna take you up on that.
I wasn't considering
Shouldn't have phrased it that way. You left me an out.
Yeah, it's true.